Art from the Water's Edge, an exhibition of watercolor paintings by David Baker, held at the Dowagiac District Library, June 1st through July 31st, 2023. All the paintings feature structures or monuments made of driftwood or stones. They were built in the sand on the shores of Lake Michigan. Baker searched these out to paint, though the builders are all anonymous. This event is hosted by Blue Dart Art and the Dowagiac District Library.
That I sort of, work in series. I know I'm going to do sometimes, kind of continue along as I go, but so these are kind of highlights from those since we have room to just 4 or 5 out front. So this is going back, well, not too far, just 19, I guess. And that's what there. And there's sort of tags to describe things. Built by children.
Yeah.
And I drew them just as I found them, very faithfully, and then went home and had a little fun with the color.
That's so cool.
Well,
How are you? Oh, good. How are you? Good.
Mine, or it was just
some of them I've sought out. I was this past weekend at Oxbow, which is the Art Institute's summer school on their Saugatuck, and I knew the place, and so I was working, with that one in particular in mind. This is a little city beach in South Haven, and along North Shore Boulevard there are like 4 or 5 of these little turnouts. And the day I did that one, I just went to each one in succession until I, found one that I could use. But it's right between houses up there, and they have signage up and fences and so forth. And this particular, they call it a park. It's Newcomb Park, or Newcomb Beach, and it's 16 feet wide, literally. Land, it's Wakina. And someone just purchased the land very recently and put it into the Land Conservancy. So that one I had to walk about a quarter mile to get back to the water. So I'd never heard of that place before. The Wolverine line, the railroad line.
Oh.
And did watercolors at different stops. And
Awesome.
that I sort of, work in series and, follow along sketchbook, and these are acrylic on Sharon. These are acrylic on Jesuit paper. So, and I'm using the acrylic like a watercolor with very thin veils of glazes and thin washes. And I'm letting the paint drip initially, and so for these I tape the pieces on my thin board at a 45. And so make the watercolor very fluid and just put a little drop on it and just let it, trail down the page. And that's how, these little diagonals are made. Just making it real wet and letting it drip. It's going to open in July in South Haven.
Oh, cool.
And I'll have 13 of those, and so you can see my wall there. I'm getting close.
Oh, yeah.